Good morning, students. So, do you know the speciality of today? Yes, today is a reading day. So, I would like to tell you the wishes of reading day. Today, you do one thing. You try to read the more books of famous authors. Okay. So, try to read some of the books. Anyway, let's start today's class. So I would like to ask you some questions regarding the last topic. In the last class, we had seen a test for protein, isn't it? So my first question is, tell me any one of the example for the food item that contain protein. Can you say? Those who studied can easily say. Tell me. Yes. One of the example is fishes. Also you can say milk. Also you can say pulses. Isn't it? Yes. Similarly, another important question. What are the solutions that we use for identifying the presence of protein? One is caustic soda solution. And what is another one? Another one is, tell me, what is that? Yes, that is copper sulfate solution. These two solutions we use commonly. Yes, the third question is, if that food item contains protein, what color change it shows? It shows a violet color. The presence of violet color shows the food item contains protein, isn't it? These are the very important questions in that topic. I hope you studied that, isn't it? So students, today we are going to discuss about the another topic. Does it contain fat? Does it contain fat? It means the given food item. Suppose you are given a food item and you are asked to find out that food item contains fat or not. So what shall we do? So for finding out the presence of starch, we have learned what solution we have. We have iodine solution, and for finding out the presence of protein, we have a caustic soda solution and caustic soda solution and copper sulfate solution. So here in the case of fat, for finding out the presence of fat, we have a what solution, or how can we find out? So in this case, for finding out the presence of fat, we have no solutions. Here we are using no solutions here. Clear? So instead, what we are using? So the presence of oily patch on a paper sheet. Shows the presence of fat. This is the experiment we can conduct for proving the presence of fat. What? The presence of oily patch on a paper sheet can give the evidence for fat in a given food substance. Clear? So here we are using a food item, that is fried egg. Here we are using fried egg. So this egg is fried. That means definitely we can understand what this contains fat, because we used oil here. For frying this egg, we use oil here. That means this food item contains definitely what? Fat, isn't it? But we know what this fried egg contains fat, but we need to prove it through an experiment. Okay, how can we do that? That we are going to see. Okay, so we know that how can we prove the presence of fat? If we see oily patch on paper sheet, isn't it? So we can conduct an experiment by using a paper sheet. So suppose here we have a paper sheet here, and we are keeping this fried egg on this paper sheet. Clear? And wait for some time or a few minutes, and after some times what we are doing, we are removing the egg from this paper sheet, and we let the paper dry and so that we can notice a oily patch after removing this dry egg on this paper sheet. We can notice that an oily patch on this paper sheet, which is translucent. So what do we mean by translucent? Translucent means what? So listen here, I am telling. After removing this dry egg from this paper sheet, the paper sheet appears like translucent. Translucent means not that a complete paper sheet, only the where we kept that fried egg, in that particular portion becomes translucent. That means through that translucent area we can see the another side. Clear? That means this, suppose this is that paper sheet, and this area is becomes oily. We can see the oily patches on this particular portion where we get this egg, fried egg, and this area is also translucent. That means if we look through this, we can see the another side. Clear? So in another sense I can tell you, here I have a paper piece here, isn't it? So if I look through this, I can't see the another side of this. I can't see. Okay, you just try, and or else you just think I am applying a fried egg on this paper piece, and we are removing after some time. So what will happen? In this particular portion we can see oily patch, and which is translucent. If this area becomes translucent, means if we look through this, we can see the opposite side through this paper. Clear? That I said. I think it is clear for you. Okay. So after removing the fried egg from this paper sheet, in that particular portion we can see an oily patch which is translucent. Okay, so it is proved that food item contains, the fried egg contains fat. How? Because we already studied how can we conduct proving the presence of fat. If we see the oily patch on a paper sheet, it is proved that the presence of fat. Similarly, after applying the fried egg on that paper sheet, there is a presence of oily patch. Hence, it is proved that the presence of fat. Okay. So one more thing you should understand: if you are given a food item, suppose this is a food item. If this food item contains more fat, the oily patch also will be more. Clear? If the food item contains less fat, the oily patch also will be less. Okay, students. So that's all about regarding the test for fat. This is a test for fat. This is the way we conduct test for fat. Clear? So once again, if you are given a food item and you are asked to find out the presence of fat, so how can we conduct the test for fat? How can? if we should have a paper sheet and we should apply that food item on that, and if we see oily patch on that, we can prove that that food item contain what? Fat. Clear? That's all, students. So dear students, we have seen the test for fat, and also you should understand what are the food item contain fat, that we know, that we should know, understand, and what are the food item contain more number of fat, and what are the food item contain less number of fat. Do you know these are the things? Maybe not, isn't it? So I would like to tell you some of the examples for food item that contain fat. Fat test for various substances. In what are the food items we can conduct fat test. So for conducting fat test, we should know what are the food item contain fat, isn't it? So you just understand just three food items that contain fat. One of the food item is butter, that we already discussed. Butter contain fat, and similarly French fries contain fat, and oil contain fat. Okay, these are the food item contain fat. Okay, students. So if somebody asks to conduct an experiment, a fat test, for conducting fat test, we can use these three food items. Understand?